Hello, this is topic 10-1 on graphing lines on the calculator. And I'm using the TI 84 Plus calculator, just in case you're wondering. But let's go ahead and talk about this. We have y equals 2x minus 8, where m, that's our slope, happens to be that 2. And b, so our y-intercept, is negative 8. And now, we're just going to go ahead and type this into the calculator. So for my calculator, I'm just going to follow the instructions on here. So I'm going to go to y equals. I'm going to type in my equation. That would be 2x. Now the x is this little symbol right here. Minus 8. And notice it looks the same over here as it does here. And then I hit graph. And as you can see, I have a graph. Now, this may not be a friendly graph window. Mine happens to be friendly. But in case it's not, we're going to follow these instructions right here. You can go over here to hit zoom. And then 8. And if we look at 8, 8 says integer. Hit enter. And then we're just going to hit enter one more time. Okay? And now this, you may notice, well, that changed my picture. It did. Basically what it did was it said that every time I move up, it's up one or right one, it moves exactly one. Now we want to go ahead and go to trace. And trace, you'll notice that as we move right and left, it kind of follows the line. So let's go ahead and find our y-intercept. Our y-intercept is where our cursor hits this vertical line. Well, that would be at negative 8, which we could have found by looking at our b value. Notice these are the same. And then our x-intercept, which we can't grab directly from the equation. We would have to solve for it. Or our graphing calculator, we scoot over until it hits the x-axis. It tells us the x-intercept is 4, 0. And this would be 0, negative 8. Now we want two other points that are on our line. I'm just going to move my cursor right and left till I find ones that I like. So that would be 5, 2. And let's go with negative 1, negative 10. Could be any 2 points that fall on this line. I just happen to want these 2 points. And now when I graph it, I no longer need my calculator because I need to put this on here. First I'm going to put as my y-intercept at 0, negative 8. Then I'll put my x-intercept at 4, 0. Then I'm going to go with 5, 2. And negative 1, negative 10. And now I'm just going to get a straight edge. To plot my line. Quite simple. Use the trace function on your calculator to find several points, plot them, and then draw your line. Well, now let's take a look at number 2. Well, the first thing I need to do is I need to solve this for y. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides, and I get that 3y equals 9 minus x. Divide everything by 3, and I get that y equals 3 minus 1/3 x. Or I can say that y equals a negative 1/3 x plus 3. Now normally I like it in this fashion. The reason is that m, it's nice if it's first and b is second. But whichever one you're looking at, m is the number that's being multiplied to the x, and so m is negative 1/3, and b is the number that's being added to it. So either way, that's 3. Now I can put this into the calculator, go back to y equals, clear that out, type in either one of these. Y equals 3 minus 1/3 x. Graph. My window is already friendly, so I don't need to do that several times again. Go ahead and go to trace, so I can find my y-intercept of 0, 3. Over to my x-intercept of 9, 0. Find two other points. Well, 6, 1, that's a nice point. And 3, 2, that's a nice point. Okay. Notice there were several in between that had these long decimals. I don't want those. I want nice, clear points that I can plot. Now I'm going to plot those. Start off with 0, 3. And then 9, 0. 6, 1. 3, 2. Get my straight edge over here. And I have my line. So that's all quite simple. Now we're going to take a function and determine what ones answer this, and we're going to use the calculator to do this. Well, I start off, I want to go ahead and figure out what y is. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides, and I get that 2y equals 6 minus 5x. Divide everything by 2, and I get that y equals 3 minus 5 halves x. Go back to my calculator. I'm going to put this in there, 3 minus 5 over 2x. But this time, I'm going to go to second graph, which is table. And notice I have x coordinates and y coordinates, and all I have to do is check them. So 7, 2. I come over here and at 7, and at 7 I'm at negative 14. Not an answer. Negative 2, 8. Well, I come up here to negative 2, and negative 2, 8 is there. Negative 5, 3. Negative 5 is all the way at 15. 4, negative 1. 4 is negative 7. 2, negative 2. Well, 2, negative 2, that's on there. Negative 6, 18. Yes, that one's on there. Negative 6, 3. Well, obviously that one is not. 8, negative 2. Well, 8's all the way at negative 17. Negative 4, 13. Yes. And 8, negative 17. Well, 8 is at negative 17. And that's all you have to do. You just go to Second, Graph, which is the table button, and you can use it to simply see, are these points there? And that is all of 10-1. So, to find these, you want to put this into y equals and then go to second table. And for the other, you're just going to simply follow the directions given up here to put it into your calculator. Good luck on your assignment. Have a good day.